Hello and welcome to Oxygen Kingdom. I'm the King's Mage. Unfortunately, our kingdom's been suffering through a famine, but I've been analyzing old technology in the dirt from an ancient civilization, and I think I might found the solution. It's called an incubator. I put one of the eggs in the incubator, but I realize I'm not able to do anything with it. Only the grooms knows how to use it. There's just one issue. The grooms is very forgetful. They're not going to remember which egg they've processed and which egg they haven't. The Herald has a great idea with her engineering skills. We're going to automate this process for the grooms so that we can get eggs removed automatically. It's using this technology called an auto sweeper, but without magic, and instead using this thing called electricity. The blacksmith actually knows more than me about electricity. They've even tuned up this new form of magic. With this automation complete, we start the process of eggs being removed. Now the grooms can process each egg one at a time and never having to worry about forgetting and redoing the egg twice. This is going to be great. Soon as an egg is complete, it lands on the floor and is picked up from the grooms, and the groom's able to work on the next egg. Of course, we may not be in this situation if it weren't for the king. He's an obsession with meat, but there's nothing we can do. He sits on the throne. While the grooms incubates egg after egg with the help of the automation, we go look for more hatches to fill the final stable. The king is absolutely certain there's more hatches out here, and he's also certain they taste really good too. The grooms incubates the final egg. We make sure to take it out of the incubator. It consumes a lot of this electrical magic. We looked at the egg and it actually works. It's incubating 400% faster. The whole kingdom is so excited to start eating meat instead of mush fry. It's disgusting. The guard found another hatch. This is going right in our next stable. As I'm taking a break for something to eat, I realize the problem we should focus on next is oxygen. So strange in our home world we never have to think about it. It's just there, but it's getting a little thin. With only so much algae left in the world, I decide to research a new technology that produces oxygen from water instead. I begin working on this new research first thing in the morning. I explain this new technology to the king. King's excited, except for the fact when I tell him about hydrogen. He says if any piece of that touches his skin, he's gonna freak out. So I guess we're gonna have to build it way up where hydrogen won't touch him. We also notice that the effect of the eggs has worn out, so we take them down to the incubator room. It'd be really nice if we can automate this process of bringing eggs back down, but we're gonna need more metal for that. Our new oxygen production system is running, and it's outputting hydrogen. I've never seen it in such high concentrations. It actually shows up as pink. Fascinating. Though I do understand why the king doesn't want it to touch their skin. I find I've got enough magic to bring another item here. Some copper. This is really going to help with automation. The incubator really works. Overnight, a new hatchling. They're so cute. We're going to put it inside the stable. The liquid reservoir we built to hold the waste from the washroom is getting a little full, so we decided to make a second one. So this little asteroid has no wind, and the disadvantage there is all the carbon dioxide that we're breathing out, well, it falls to the ground, which is good, but it's starting to accumulate and accumulate, and I can see that being a really big problem soon. Automation system to actually remove the eggs from the top room Takes a little bit of work. We actually have to tag which eggs don't have the lullaby effect. And those eggs are going to be brought down for us. Apparently this electricity technology has the ability to actually create wind and push it into pipes. I want to create that down at the bottom of the base to push in that carbon dioxide. I just haven't decided where it's going to go just yet. I study the ancient texts for some ability to store infinite supply of gas. It just needs a little bit of liquid. So we're going to create a waterfall. We better not show the king though, because he's going to want a waterfall in the center of our area. That may be problematic. This allows us to mop up some of that liquid. After this new device starts running, I realize we're going to have some automated way of turning it off when carbon dioxide is run out. I believe I can research a new technology that can detect the type of gas that's in the air.
Looking at the ancient texts of this infinite gas storage, I need to put some liquid in this zone. I guess that's to lubricate the gas vents. It's very important though that it's less than 1,000 grams. Or sorry, 2,000 grams I think they said. Not sure why, but let's put that in there and seal it off. The King's Grooms reports that it found an elderly hatch. I think we're gonna have our first piece of meat for the king. We're starting to use up our water supply, so it's time to lower the pump. Just moments from having my magic recharged once again. What can I conjure up? I bring over a snazzy sweater. Of course, this is going to be a gift to the king. King's ready for bed. He might go grab it in the morning. The king wakes up the next morning and smells meat. He's so excited. He makes a rule though. No one's gonna eat meat until it's cooked. The king goes and grabs his royal sweater and puts it on. And then goes to the recreational room to relax all day long while everyone else works. I had all the air removed from our infinite supply of gas storage. I want to make sure I have pure carbon dioxide because there's some text about a carbonated beverage using carbon dioxide, and I'd love to try it. The pump starts taking in carbon dioxide. It's going to be interesting to experiment in the future, but in the meantime, it's mostly just about making sure this area remains breathable. We'll see what we can do with carbon dioxide in the future. The king decides he's hungry and picks up the first barbecue piece of meat. He's so excited. He thanks the cook for this and goes up to the Great Hall to eat his find. Stuffs it in his face. He's so happy. This is the best thing ever. The cook comes up to check if he's all right. And he says, yes, this is amazing. I declare this the age of meat. The age of meat. We have machinery that can create waves to push it into pipes and create little tornadoes to push it into other pipes, and automation using electricity to move stuff without magic. But this is the age of meat, is what I think to myself, and then I say, yes, sire, the age of meat. Well, thank you so much for watching my episode. Thanks anyone for liking, subscribing. If you have any comments, please leave that. Otherwise, I will see you next time where the Oxygen Kingdom will keep building their colony together and see what happens.